Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and on this channel we cover all things beauty and a whole lot of fragrance content. And today we are talking about my Sephora savings event spring 2024 perfume recommendations. I have 10 to talk about. I'm not going to be repeating any of the fragrances that I did talk about in my previous video for October, so I'm not going to go in depth and into detail on Burberry Goddess, on Devotion from Dolce & Gabbana, on my Valentino Donna Born in Roma and my Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense, as well as the Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid, which I absolutely love. So just know I still do recommend those fragrances even though I'm not talking about them in this video, and I'll also link that video down below if you guys want more recommendations. But I do have 10 beautiful fragrances to share with you all, giving you, I feel like, a good amount of options. I do have a variety of different scents here, so hopefully this is helpful. And if you guys do want me to do a video very similar on makeup, you know, skincare, hair care, etc., let me know that as well and I will make that happen. I know the sale is very close. It's already April 2nd when I'm filming, and the sale is coming April 5th if you are Rouge, and I believe April 9th if you're influencer, if you're insider, and then also if you are VIB. So very soon it's coming, and I just want to be able to give you all these options, and as always I will link everything down below. And hopefully, like I said, you guys do find something that you really like. Let me know if you guys are going in store or if you're gonna stick to online this time around. I will also potentially be making a wish list video, but if I do, I'm gonna share makeup, skincare, hair care, fragrance, all of that all together, because I don't think I have time to make individual videos. So yeah, let's jump in. I'm gonna get the obvious fragrance out of the way. This is Killian Princess, and every single time I smell Killian Princess, think of Killian Princess, look at Killian Princess, I just get so happy. I cannot express to you the joy and emotions this fragrance brings me. It is sweet and powdery with the marshmallow, but it's also like aromatic, little earthy with the matcha tea, not too earthy, and then there's this really beautiful fresh ginger kick that you get as well, just giving you a little bit of spice and personality to this scent. It's so unique. I mean, ginger, tea, and marshmallow, who would have thought? But I'm so happy that they did, because this truly is one of the best fragrances on the market in my personal opinion. And I have a lot of fragrances, and I got this one, I want to say, pretty early on, like I said, in my fragrance journey, so it's definitely been one that still stands out to me. I love it so much. I respect the makers of this fragrance, and I just give it up to them because this is such a beauty. I definitely think maybe it's not for everybody, but if you can get behind this scent, I think it's incredible. And I don't want to be like dramatic and say it changed my life, but I definitely think it added something to it. It added a lot. I love wearing this. I have so many memories and moments with this fragrance, and again, every single time I wear this, I just think it's so genuinely pretty and different, very much unique to my collection. Sorry about that rant. I get very passionate about my Killian, but the notes are marshmallow, matcha tea, and ginger. I know there's definitely more notes to that. There's some more fruit, there's definitely vanilla, and yeah, it's just a gorgeous scent. Very passionate again about my baby. Number 2 is Ocean di Gioia from Giorgio Armani, and I also have such a love for this scent. I also feel like for how good this smells, it is pretty reasonably priced, especially compared to other designer brands. This fragrance, I believe it was around $60-$70. And it's such a refreshing spring and summer staple. I love the fact that here you have this really beautiful, juicy, sparkling pear note that just completely turns me onto this fragrance. There's also this really beautiful, almost like ocean breeze type of accord that you get from the salt note. You're also getting the white florals mixed in with a bit of citrus, and overall it's just one of the most beautiful, fresh, clean, aquatic, summer fragrances you've ever laid your nose on. I love the fact that this scent is such a smooth blend with the salt, like you're getting the salt, but I also feel like it's not too abrasive in the scent. It's not too strong and it's not irritating. It is just so lovely. I feel like the pear note truly makes me love this scent and just adds also a certain level of sweetness into it that again just levels everything out. This is so pretty. Top notes are pear, citruses, and green notes. Middle notes are water, jasmine, salt, lily of the valley, and rose, and base notes of musk and sandalwood. And yeah, I feel like at the base you do get that really beautiful, clean, fresh, sparkly musk that is just so gorgeous within this fragrance. I love this. I will always love it. And even though I'm saying I truly feel like it thrives in spring and summer, year round, this is so perfect. Because again, the salt is not too much to where it's just beachy. It's still clean, it's still fresh, it's very wearable for any time, any place. Fragrance number 3 is Juliet Has a Gun Juliet, and this is such a pretty, fruity, floral, sexy red type of fragrance. I feel like, for example, from the same house, if you like fragrances like Lipstick Fever or like I feel like you may like something like this scent. Not that they're the same, and also that is just assuming you do like almond fragrances. This is so pretty. Again, it's confident, it's bold, it's sexy, but in a really soft way. So I feel like it is still versatile. You don't have to just be on a date wearing the scent. You can wear it for yourself. You can wear it for every day if you want to. It's not too intense. I love that the pink pepper is just giving it a little bit of a fresh, spicy kick, but it's not too spicy. It's not too vigorous in the scent. And it's a really beautiful cherry jasmine combination that you get here, which is beautifully balanced by the sweet tonka bean and the really soft cashmere wood. I love cashmere in my fragrances. You guys know this. I feel like it adds such a soft, smooth touch to scents, and I definitely feel that here. You almost also get like that cherry almond combination, and it's just really pretty, you guys. I love it. It's a gorgeous, again, fruity floral scent, perfect for dates, but you can also wear it for other circumstances. I've been enjoying this scent so much, and again, if you like fragrances that do kind of have that red vibe, I think you'd enjoy this scent a whole lot. So this is definitely one of my favorite launches from the brand. I do want to mention that they did send this to me, but this is one where I for sure would have bought it on my own. So yeah, I love this one. Number 4 is Amber Vanilla from the 7 Virtues. This is a very beautiful Your Skin But Better scent. I love the fact that you are getting the florals mixed in with the musks. That gives it a more feminine, light touch, but you're also getting that really comforting, familiar warmth to the scent, which I also do enjoy. With that being said, I do wish that it was a little bit sweeter. I definitely wouldn't say this is sweet. I know it also has like a sweet santal at the base as well, which I do get just a little bit, especially on the dry down, but to me it's definitely more about the ISO Super, the Ambroxan, the musks. That is definitely the star of the show with the scent. And if you do like Glossier You and you just want something that's not as spicy, I think this is a really pretty scent. I do wish I got maybe a touch more of the carnation, and I wish it was a little bit sweeter though. But with that being said, I've still been using this. I feel like for what it is, it's very long lasting. I just want to say it's not going to have crazy sillage, but it is really pretty. Very pretty. If you're somebody that has a lot of clean, fresh musks and you're blind buying, I probably wouldn't say get the biggest bottle though. Start with the smaller one. See if you are finding yourself reaching for the scent, but I think for every day, easy reach, grab and go, totally a pretty scent. And for me, it smells nothing like Vanilla Woods. It's not like it's a lighter, sheer version of that scent. I think they're completely different. Oh my gosh, I have not been reading notes, so I will put the notes, of course, of Juliet on the screen, but for Amber Vanilla, I think I mentioned most of the notes. We have top notes of pink pepper, middle notes of carnation and lily of the valley, and base notes of ISO-E Super, ambroxan, musk, and vanilla. Those are the notes. Fragrance number 5 is Missy by Rosie Jane. This was also very kindly sent to me by the brand, and I'm so happy that they did, because this is going to be a summer staple. It is fruity and it's juicy, a little creamy the way the coconut is done, in my opinion. I almost get like a pina colada by the pool, having fun with your friends, the sun is shining down on you kind of vibe. Like, this one has so many white florals, but it also has frangipani, and for me, frangipani always gives fragrances this really warm, almost kind of like solar vibe to them, which I really do enjoy, and I truly cannot wait to wear this scent. This has pineapple, so it makes it a little bit juicy. It has coconut, and that combo is just really delicious here. I wore this a few times now, and I've really loved it every single time. And again, with the longevity, it was pretty good with this scent, especially for being a clean beauty brand. The projection was not the best. I feel like in the summer though, with the warmer weather, it's just going to heat it up and make it really come alive. So yeah, I really like this scent as well. And if you do like fruity, floral, summery scents, I think you truly enjoy this. This one I do think is more about the coconut than the white florals, even though on the dry down you really do get those. You do. But I still feel like the coconut is super creamy, sweet. You have the sweetness also coming from the pineapple, and it just works. It really, really does. So the notes of this fragrance are pineapple, coconut, tropical fruits, amber, that's also adding to the warmth, green mandarin, and white flowers. Yeah, I really get that tropical vibe, and I'm so entirely here for it. Another beautiful coconut scent I truly love for this time of year is Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I love that scent and their body oil. Incredible coconut creamy floral fragrance, incredibly beautiful. Another fragrance I have to mention, fragrance number 6 is Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Blush, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Good Girl flanker. I truly adore this scent. It is so feminine, so sweet, creamy, floral. It's truly so good, you guys. Every single time I smell this scent, I just fall more and more in love. Similar in a way to Killian's Princess, but I definitely feel like that one brings a little bit more to the table in the sense that that one is really unique. This one is unique to my collection, but I've also heard you guys say that it does smell very similar to Mont Blanc's Signature, which I've never smelled before from Guerlain. But I just know this one is very, very sweet, very creamy, floral. It opens up and you do definitely get that bergamot mixed in with the most delicate peony flower. It is so pretty. Definitely gives pink vibes, is very sweet and powdery, and it does remind me of just like true femininity. I love this so much. I always will. It has amazing longevity. A very moderate projection, I'll say, but still so gorgeous. It gets me the compliments when people hug me. Not that that's what matters. I adore it on myself, but just so you guys do know, it's so good. I would love to wear this fragrance on like a first date. I think it's insanely pretty, insanely beautiful. This one also has almond mixed into the notes, which I could definitely see, but that is not like the main note that I get. Mainly, I'm getting the florals, that peony, the ylang-ylang, mixed in with that little like splash of citrus, and then the most creamy, sweet vanilla that you get at the base. It is so lovely. Definitely more youthful, I'll say, than number 7, which is Good Girl Blush Elixir. But before I move on, the top notes of Good Girl Blush are bergamot and bitter almond, middle notes of peony and ylang-ylang, and base notes of vanilla and coumarin. And I am down to here, so I am debating picking up a backup during the VIB sale for myself. Number 7 is Good Girl Blush Elixir. So this one is a flanker of a flanker, which I think is neat. I love this scent so much. It's definitely more of like a sensual, romantic scent. They did switch out the peony for rose, which I think just gives it more of like a grown feel, as well as added in some patchouli, which I think patchouli is beautiful. It's not too woody or earthy, but you do get that added in, and I feel like it's just giving it more of like a oomph, you know what I mean? It's giving it more bite. I also do get more of the ylang ylang in this fragrance than the original Good Girl. I feel like also it's not as sweet. It's still sweet and creamy, but it's not as like youthful, I'll say. This one feels a bit more grown up, and I feel like this could be like your date and this could kind of be like your date night. But with that being said, it's not like, again, same thing with the Juliet fragrance, even though it is unbelievably, like, it is sexy, right? It's not intimidating because it still is a flanker of that really beautiful, soft, sweet, powdery, creamy floral Good Girl blush. I almost feel like I get like a little berry mixed in there, like a little red berry. That to me makes it even more addictive. I've been loving this scent, and if I had to pick between the two, it's really hard. I would say if I'm in the mood for a more like light feminine, sweet, youthful, innocent vibe, I would definitely go for this one. But if I wanted something that was, like I said, a little bit more sensual, of course, then I would reach for my Good Girl blush elixir. I love having both. I think they smell, let me see, very, very close, like I've said in my initial review. Yeah, this one almost has a little bit more of like a fresh feel. And it's a little bit more, like I said, like sweet in a youthful way. They're both creamy. They're both very pretty. Again, I get way more of the ylang ylang here. That's a big difference. But very similar. And I would say the Good Girl blush is a bit stronger. Both have really great longevity, but this one does project a bit better. And this one has top notes, I almost forgot, of bergamot and mandarin orange, middle notes of ylang ylang and rose, and base notes of vanilla and patchouli. Fragrance number 8 is Koli Eden Sparkling Lychee. I think a very similar fragrance is from Paris Corner called KR Fusion Lychee. I just did a video comparing the two. Basically, I feel like this one is more sparkly, more fizzy than that fragrance, and I also feel like it's a little bit more citrusy. I feel like I get more of the black currant in the scent as well, but on the dry down, I feel like they are incredibly similar, and that one I actually get even more of like, yeah, I get more longevity, I get more whiffs of it throughout the day. I feel like it does have better performance, in my opinion. I also feel like this one is more sugary, if I didn't already say that, and that one is more so just really focused on the fruity, juicy qualities of this fragrance, whereas I feel like this one, you're getting more of the florals. To me, there's more citrus. It's a little bit more bubbly to me. Not fizzy. I feel like Nest Lychee Rose, if you want something that's literally like champagne, pink champagne, lychee, and like a really like a fresher rose, a more mature rose, you'd love Lychee Rose from Nest. I'll put that down below as well. But this one is more like candy sweet, like candy lychee. There's this really beautiful black currant to it. It is just so charismatic, bright, uplifting, and I really do like it. With that being said, of course, I do have to mention the KR because it's very similar, but there are differences. So again, this is very bright. It definitely reminds me of having fun with my friends, and you can kind of like, when you spray it on your skin or on the paper, the reason I think it's great for a girls' night out or like for a cocktail hour, whatever the case may be, you almost kind of get like a sweet, syrupy lychee cocktail from this fragrance, which is really, really pretty. I can just smell the good energy and good vibes and conversation and memories radiating off of the paper. I don't even know if that makes sense, but like that is really what this gives. It gives good vibes. It gives fun interactions. It gives making happy moments. It's so joyful and so uplifting, and It's just very pretty. It's very sugary, very bright, like I said, and perfect for hanging out with your friends. Everybody's getting together, everybody's laughing, everybody's trying to get a word in. It really is that experience. So I love this scent, I truly do. I just got Care Fusion already. Like I said, I get a very similar vibe overall from it, and for a fraction of the cost. My biggest complaint with this scent is the projection. I just feel like for such a happy, bubbly, bright, uplifting scent, I wish it did like push out a bit more. I really do, because I do think it is so unbelievably pretty, you know? And then you have that really beautiful, like, youthful rose with that candied violet. It's just gorgeous, but I feel like that projection is very weak. But I do like that extra sparkly element that you do get in this fragrance. That one is definitely for the girly girls, no question. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the notes. Top notes are lychee, blackcurrant, red apple, and Italian lemon. Middle notes are violet, rose, and jasmine sambac. And base notes are sugar, vanilla absolute, musk, amber, sandalwood, and cedar. Fragrance number 9 is Koli's Yum Pistachio Gelato. Now this one, even though I do love the Paris Corners take on it, I do feel like this one does maintain that kind of like fresh, soapy, almost like shaving cream quality to it that you guys know I actually really love, because it does make it a little bit more wearable, especially for the warmer weather. This one, on the dry down, it does of course get more gourmand, and the longer that you let it sit, it will get sweeter as well. But I just love that really beautiful, fresh, bright opening. I think it's so pretty and unique. I get a lot of the bergamot in the opening versus the Paris Corners version, and I think it's so pretty. Now, as it dries down, you do get more of the pistachio, the hazelnut, that creamy sweet ice cream comes through, as well as this lactonic whipped cream note, and the fluffiest powdery marshmallow. This is so good. I get a touch of the rum mixed in, and I feel like it's a little, like there's this little warmth that you get that makes it even more delicious. I cannot get enough of the fragrance. It also has this really beautiful airy sweet cotton candy that comes through, and I think it's gorgeous. I wish I got a little bit more of the cacao. With the Paris Corner, I feel like I do get more cacao than in this scent, but I almost get like a mint sweet opening. Yeah, I think it's incredible. I am in love. This one I would actually say I do prefer over. I love them for different reasons though. Like this one is when I'm hungry. Like I want to smell good. I want to smell sweet. Oh my gosh. But then, I mean, it still is very wearable. It's not as girly and feminine and like, but it is really sweet and really delicious and just so unbelievably yummy. So depending on what you're going for, because I could say performance wise, this blows that fragrance out of the water, especially after you let the fragrance sit. At first I did kind of struggle with the performance on this scent too, but it's so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. I started with the travel, loved it, and now I have the big bottle and I'm so happy. I almost wish I would have got like the jumbo sized bottle, but I didn't want to throw off my collection. But then I ended up just buying the biggest bottle of the, what is it called? The pink pepper one, because they didn't offer it in the smaller size at the time, the medium size. So yeah. This is just more girly, more, like I said, feminine. This one definitely is more uplifting. If you want something that's like candy sweet, fruity floral DNA, I think you'd love this. And then again, if you want something that is fresh but still very gourmand, you're gonna enjoy this so much, and it works. Year round, you're gonna smell incredible, and you're not going to be able to stop smelling yourself. I love to wear this one outside. I love to wear it indoors. I love to wear this to bed. I really do. When I want to smell like a snack. So the top notes, let me not forget, are pistachio, ice cream, bergamot, and hazelnut. Oh, also rum and cardamom. Middle notes are lily of the valley, pear, jasmine, peony, geranium, raspberry, and white peach. base notes are whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, tonka bean, luke home, sandalwood, cacao, and cedar. And again, it's incredibly delicious. Number 10 is Valentino's Donna Born in Roma Green Extravaganza. Now, I was going to talk about, I was between 3 travels that I've been testing. So I have this one, I have Daisy Wild, which unfortunately only after wearing it one time, it busted all over my floor. So I felt like that wasn't really, I only tried it one time. So I wanted to give it more wears before I could give a thorough review, or before I could recommend it. So I mean, even though I'm telling you it smelled delicious, the banana flower came through and it was just so yummy. As it dried down, I started to get more of the jasmine, and I lost some of my love for it in the opening, but it was still pretty. Even on the dry down, there was also this nutty factor coming from the macadamia, but more than anything, it was that banana flower and that jasmine, and it was so good. But unfortunately, it broke. Now, if you are shopping this sale in store, definitely get your nose on that fragrance because I think you're gonna love it. So if you do have similar fragrance taste to me, I think you'd really enjoy it. And then the Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Tiger Lily, I liked it, but I wasn't obsessed with it. I really got the florals. They were very, very strong. I wish that maybe the mango was a little bit juicier in the scent. You definitely do get the coconut. To me, it's more of like a powdery, almost like coconut shavings that you get there. I like it. I'm not obsessed with it. The benzoin added this really beautiful, sexy, kind of like rich auntie vibe that I do get. And for example, the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense, if you like the jasmine and the benzoin in that scent and you wanted something a little bit more tropical, maybe you'd absolutely love that fragrance. For me, it's just all right at the moment. I feel like there are better tropical scents out there that I have been loving. So this one ended up being the one I did want to recommend because it's lovely. Now, on the dry down, you really do get that typical Valentino Donna Born in Roma vanilla jasmine combo, but you still get what you get in the opening slightly, that really beautiful fruity fresh, I almost get like this fresh fruity green apple or something like that, something green. And then I also get that aromatic earthy tea, which is so pretty in the scent, by the way. I think this is gorgeous for spring, perfect for summer. Very feminine, I will say, on the dry down. I just wish it did maintain that opening a little bit more. Obviously, a fragrance is they're meant to transition, of course. Some stay very linear, and I do wish that was the case with this one because on the dry down, I feel like the tea is definitely way, way more in the background, as well as that fruit that I get in the opening, which is one of my favorite parts about this scent. But I do think it's lovely. I think that it almost comes off in the opening a little like minty to my nose, not like grass. I've seen people say like they get grass. I'm not getting that, even though it is a bit green and a little bit earthy to me. It never goes like grassy or anything like that. And I know the Lapsang Souchong tea, it's a black tea. It's supposed to have like a smoky, I believe, taste and maybe smell. I don't get smoky from the scent, but again, I do get something a little earthy. It's very pretty. I do want a big bottle. Again, I think it's gorgeous for the spring. I just wish that it did push out more because it is very pretty. It's very nice. It's feminine. I love that aromatic touch, and I think it's a pretty spin on the Valentino Donna Born in Roma line. So I just wish that it didn't perform. I would say more like a toilette. So those were my recommendations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, and let me know what are you planning on picking up for this VIB sale. Also, let me know your recommendations to me, what I should have my eye on. And yeah, I hope this video wasn't too long. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!